got Joe's truck. It's all buttoned up. We always drive it complete. Well, we had it completely full. Obviously, that's where it has found air pockets inside the cooling system. When we go for a first drive, it's completely full. Obviously, I don't put the wind deflector on until it's all the way done. That way I can see down inside of it. Haven't cleaned everything for the final time. His batteries they stained pretty bad. Let's fire this thing up, and just got the cab back on last night. It has 20 some odd miles on it. Actually, it has 38 miles on it. Probably need a little more driving on the batteries. We got a massive, with the brakes, I put those new brake lines on. I did not put the cover here either, but I got new brake lines from a company called SS Tubes. And I'm mixed on them. They work, they did the job. So I'm not unhappy by any means. Could have a little bit of tweaking with the brake lines, but they're absolutely doable. So when we got it all done, I did not even bleed the front brakes. I wanted to run it down and had less than a quarter tank of fuel from all the coolant flushes and stuff. So I wanted to get it to the fuel stop. So I went there, and the back brakes are like kind of working. I mean, they're working good, but they're shot. So today we're doing brakes, and it looks like I'm gonna have to do an AC compressor, because I think we'll show that later, but I think it's leaking oil, and who knows if it's from a line of the compressor. I just noticed it last night at the first drive, and I didn't want to stop because we just fired it up. I wanted to prime it, everything, and get it running. So we're gonna hopefully get to that today. Brakes maybe all the way around, and AC compressor, and then just finish up whatever punch list items we've got. I think we're pretty close. Put all Schaefer's fluid in it, in the transmission, and just drive the sucker to work. And yeah, I just thought I'd show the cold start. She's all running. Still one more day of stuff, and then who knows, maybe we can move on to the next one. We'll see. All right, have a good day, guys. All right, so we're gonna look at Joe's brake pads here. They actually got a lot of meat left on them. The other side, the problem we might be facing is they might be warped, because they vibrated like a holy hell when we was on the pedal hard, but they don't look worn out. So if they're warped, we might just have to go ahead and do rotors and pads. I'll have to look back on the video again and see. I think it was shaking pretty bad, so haven't checked the back yet. I just wanted to show what the fronts look like. They're actually, if the rotors are not warped, I would absolutely reuse them, but I think they are. I think they rattle pretty good, but just a quick thought, quick look at his pads. Front ones look good. Go ahead and fire it up. We're gonna look at this AC real quick. We'll look at that relief valve right there, because I think it might be blowing out of that relief valve, or it's leaking from the actual attachment where the compressor comes together. I'm not sure. Go for it, I guess. Is it good? Here we go. All right, gonna turn it on. Just watch it. Maybe we'll see if it does release, because it's going to have to obviously build compressor up. If it does, then we might have a compressor issue and over-pressurizing. Put some gauges on it in a minute. I just want to see if it blows out. It's going to be kind of scary if it does. I hope it don't blow out. $36 degrees, 37 degrees. So the AC is very cold. I wonder if it's too cold. Because it did blow out, it blew out oil underneath it from somewhere. I don't know where the oil came from. So right now we're going to see if we can find it. We're doing brakes also. If I got to, I'll yank the fender well and maybe we'll show an AC compressor job. Well, it's spinning. All that oil right there. Oh, hang on. Right there. See all that refrigerant? Oil. I guess I'll just run it. We'll see if it blows out again. I guess I'll do brakes with it running. No? She said no. We got him a live wire put in. I have 70 miles on this truck right now. We just did front and rear brakes. Calipers, rotors. The front's got about 20 miles on them. They still look good, but I just did the backs. I haven't even left the property yet. E-brakes actually surprisingly look good. So it's really nice to have these get like back to everything is just fell into place. We'll see how his oil cooler is. Hang on, let's check it out. I did go ahead and we like to fill it up. I mean, he's probably gonna have to buy that fuel. I'm sorry, but we filled it up. You might as well have a full tank and some clean carpet. Kind of clean. Kind of clean. There's a couple of hairs in there. I think there might have been, was there a mat crossing that? I don't remember. I don't know. Oklahoma? What does this mean? Does it mean something? Save Grand Isle. I mean, while we're in it, I figure we might as well. It's Friday right now, so we're going to go take this truck, put a couple miles on and go home. Still have not put the wind deflector on it. We're not done. And his logo kind of looked like crap, so I haven't put that on yet either. Well, look, I have it on. We had a little leak from that brake line, the existing one. I gave it a little more in a Titan. And it You get it. You get it. I like it. It's absolutely kind of nice. Alright. I actually did. I'm going to turn the air off real quick. Let's do this. I actually did quit hammering the heck out of these trucks when I get done with them. I quit doing that. What I do want is to be able to drive it So I figured we're pulling out. We're 174 degrees, so you could say that we're pretty warmed up. Let's just do this. That's all right. I didn't 3/4 throttle. That was probably 3/4. The turbo, its days are numbered on this turbo. We might as well get all the money's worth we can before putting another one on it, because that turbo takes out a couple hours to do it. I would not preemptively change one because you're 3/4 of the way good. You're probably 20. But we'll see how much boost. I just put the live wire on, so we'll see what it builds. 7, 8, 9. Really do that right now. 14. 5, 6. What was that? Do you hear the flutter? The flutter right there. We did clean this turbo. It just fluttered on us. I was in the pedal pretty freaking hard. I think I was 23 pounds of boost. I think you can see that. Okay, I just recorded a little bit of driving Joe's truck. Just got done with it. We've had it for a while. It's a bummer. We've had it for a long time, but I mean, it seems really good. Pretty freaking happy with it. I'm watching this oil cooler here too, because this was nasty, and sometimes, man, it's hard to clean the coolant passageways out of an engine block. It's hard, and I mean, unless you can filter all of it. But I've been rolling for a little bit, sitting at 192, 197. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better than that. Just going down the highway. I don't know how warm it is outside. It's probably 80. So that's pretty good. That is real good. Check it out too. No airbag light. So this is the one that we made let's get on the road. This is the one I made the cab lift video on. So she's all done now. No cruise control works, no airbag light, horn works. Go. So we got 10 degrees now. Oh, look at that, 11 degrees. Okay, 11 degrees. We'll see how hot that gets. But I am rolling about 75. It is pretty cold. It is pretty cold in here. Just watching it, because it was dirty. But I'm running way too fast. So the vibration that's in there's, it's hard to tell. I just got the brakes done, and I'm on the highway. I can't really go touching the brakes too much. I don't know. We'll see. I hope they're fixed. See, I can still hear sound. Man, it's either going to be in the transmission or the rear end. If it is those wheel bearings, they spin very good. I just made a video on it. We videoed doing the brakes, and they spun. I could spin the wheel and let go of it, and it would still be spinning. So whether or not it does something funky under a load, I don't know, but normal thought. Now I'm like freaking rear diff. I mean, just the whine. Now I don't know about what I was more concerned with was the shudder. Now I thought I felt some shuddering, so I thought I felt some shuddering, so I don't know if it's fixed or not. I'm watching traffic here. So let me back out. I'm off the pedal now. Oh, I got cruise on. Never mind. Let's get off the highway real quick. All kidding aside, though, I'd be lying if I said that I knew what that, because that vibration. I mean, transmission, rear diff. I mean, the front diff is not moving right now. So, wheel bearing somewhere. Drive shaft felt okay. I got to lube up the chassis. I was working on today. I forgot to lube the chassis up, so I got to get that done. Dang it. It's like 5. Yeah, it was a little late. But we did leave early. Well, by early, I mean like on a normal time. Right now I'm coming off the interstate. We're 192, 204. So we're 12 degrees. I have been kind of driving, and I did hammer on it once with the air on. The air being on does affect it. It does heat it up a little bit more. Let's see how much it drops. Let's just watch it real quick. Coolant dropped like a rock. Let's see how long it takes. I'll just watch it for a minute. Shutter is still there. You son of a gun. Oh look. There's one spot just for me at the very end. It's like a damn party going on here, isn't it? It's like a... Oh, it's quarters only. Dang, I got no card. No quarters. So now I'm off the interstate. Let's see if it drops. See if I just hold it. Hopefully you guys can see in the picture. Yeah, see it's going down. That's good. About 9 degrees maybe. 8 degrees by the time. Who knows where it'll cool down to. Oh my goodness. But the brakes feel wonderful. Oh, but there was a shutter right there. There was a shutter right down at the very stop, but it no longer shuttered with the brakes. The brakes feel wonderful. That's awesome. So there you go. Cooled way down real quick. 25. That's awesome. All right, guys, we got Joe's truck. We are front end inspection. We're just looking at it before it goes. We got a little bit of up and down movement on the pitman arm. But what I've been told is up and down is actually good, which, I mean, yeah, I could use a new one, but it's not. If you see it, it's moving side to side with it directly, so it's moving up and down in the socket. Yeah, whether or not that's true or not. But... Okay, we got this one. Tight. A little bit. This one. The drag link or whatever they want to call it. The boot is tore right there, you see it. I mean, they all have grease zerks, so they've been replaced at one time or another. Now let's go over here and look at this one. Hair of up and down movement. The tie rods, other than that one, feels pretty good. Let's look at the track bar. Shake it pretty hard. Yeah, it's moving the whole chassis. That is that clunking. Those, I just haven't found any good ones. I mean, that, yeah, I mean, we, I guess, put another one on it. Let's look at this other side of the track bar. This one, I can catch an angle. Well, if it ain't moving, it ain't moving. Whatever. Right there. Okay, go. That little round thing is the track bar. It's tight. Okay. All right, now we'll jack it up and we will pick the ball joints. Now, one thing I was wondering, well, it doesn't feel like it's spinning too free now, but I mean, I was just racking my brain thinking about this vibration that's going on in here, and I mean, very rarely do I have wheel bearings spin that good. Or do we have an issue with it? Something's got tolerance in it, letting it spin real good, and under a load, who knows? All right, go for it, Tina. I'm gonna check this ball joint right here. That's actually a shadow. If you go like that, it's tight. Let's check the top. Zoom in, hang on. They're both moving together. All right, ball joints, that side's good. All right, let's check the driver's side now. Man, that ball joint's tight. No, these ball joints are all the way good, so that's awesome. They look good. Everything.